So as I was saying, we were just stuck to each other. We're just stuck to each other because we were family. And I never thought in my life, like I just shut down. Like anything concerning her, I shut down. And then at the end of the day, you wouldn't understand. You know, you're told most of the time, until you fit into my shoe, you cannot understand the kind of things that are going through. So me, I'm a child. So we grew up like that. You know, we, like honestly, for me, it was like we are living with each other. I had no option, but I always wanted to be out of her presence, out of, and so many other things happened within, you know, so many other things happened within that kept on feeding my negative perspective, that kept on feeding the thing. You know, even sometimes when I talk, maybe I'm just talking, but at the end of the day, because I already had something planted inside of me, something that was wrong. So anytime my mom did anything, even if it was about defending herself, me, I wouldn't see it like that. I will always see that, yeah, this woman, and you know, she's just, you know, like a real step mom. You see, like guys, we never had a relationship with my mom, and even like sometimes most of the time when they had some quarrels with my dad, their marriage issues, I would feel like now she's now turning the anger to us, you know, like to me, my brother and my sister. It will make me see some very, honestly, very just very petty things. Sometimes you just even tell me to do something, and then I'm like, why would you tell your son to do it? Why would you tell, you know, like why? And then we have always been close and tight with my younger siblings. I can't remember the last time. No, we have always been close, because honestly, my younger siblings have taught me so much. I will never talk about this also in my one of my videos, but we were close. But I used to see, you know, it's the negative perspective in my head. So I used to see, we have been unfavored, we know she's not doing this for us, she's not doing whatever it is. So I remember even when I gave birth, honestly, I keep saying, even when I gave birth, even when I got married, like even when, as in when I decided to settle down, I never informed her, you know, she was never a part of, I felt that she was never a part of my life. And at the end of the day, there was this void of a mom that I always felt that she never filled. So I didn't, as I said, I just took her as the wife to my dad, and that was life. And I continued living even when I gave birth. My mom then never came to see my daughter, because honestly we didn't have a relationship. I remember I used to be so angry and so bitter. I was like, hey, even if it is my wedding, I will walk alone down the aisle. My dad will only walk me down the aisle alone. You know, all those things. I used to be mad. So even I remember one of the people, I will mention you in my videos, but I won't mention the name, but one of the people who watches my video, the last video he watched, he told me that, well, I saw that you guys reconciled with your mom. He was like, honestly, I felt good, but because some of the people know, he was like, hey, as in I never thought that would happen. And this is where I say that Jesus is Lord, Yesu ni Bwana. Kama by the way unaona hii video tena mara ya kwanza, nimeokoka, I am born again, and the reason I do whatever I do is because social media, my YouTube channel is my pulpit. To tell people that you can heal. It's my pulpit to tell people that Christ can heal you, Jesus can heal you, because he did it for me. So you see, even my daughter didn't have like any relationship with my mom till last year. Like you see, I'm telling you, it was just a relationship for, hi, how are you? Mko poa? Yes, our. We didn't even call each other. I think we just met, even those moments that we met. You see, like there was nothing to be proud of. I never felt like there was anything to be proud of. But my journey has been good. My journey, you know, when you tell God, guys, to transform you, he squeezes you. He squeezes you. And today I think I can give an example of something, and I'm not sure, but I can give an example of something that I saw during a sermon I was listening today. That when God is squeezing something out of you, let me pick this bottle. Like you see, this is a Coca-Cola bottle. So when I squeeze this bottle, when it's empty, it will crash. But when I am having maybe a fruit on my hand, when I squeeze it, it will bring some juice. So there is a difference, this and this. So when God squeezes you, he crushes you, but he never crushes you. He just crushes you to bring, like, to get something that is in you out. When you pick some things from the sermons you listen to, you share. So God was squeezing me, as in the last few years of my life. God has squeezed me. He has squeezed me through getting rid of bitterness. He has squeezed me through getting rid of friends, people I thought that are my friends and they are not my friends at all, and others I've tried to keep them, but right now I know that I'm supposed to even let all of them go, because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, if someone is destined to be in your life, they have to align, they have to come to alignment with God's plans. But if you've been, as in you're trying yourself, or even it's not happening, just let them go. So I learned to let go of the bitterness. So God had to deal with my heart. For the last 5 years, God had to deal with my heart. He had to deal with my feelings. He had to deal with my selfishness, everything else. And so last year, finally, I always look, because honestly, after it's been a while ever since my daughter saw her grandmother from her father's side. So I always saw how grandmoms have relationships with their daughters, and it pains me. I would lie say it doesn't, it pains me that I used to feel that empty space, that my daughter doesn't have a grandmother. And now I used to wonder, how will I even, you know I don't talk to my mom. We are not friends. So even my daughter, even going to her, as in going to my home, as in at our home, I never felt like really comfortable, because you see, we are not really in good terms. Ile tu ni kuongea, tunaongeanga tu. But last year in October, November, I went home and we talked with my mom. Like, we talked on, right now I'm no longer, I am young, but at least I am maturing in the spirit and also as a woman. So we spoke with my mom. We spoke in length. We spoke about marriages. We spoke about relationship. We spoke about so many things. Like, my mom opened up to me like never before. You see, I understood her, how hard it is to be a bonus mom, because at the end of the day, I never know, I might be one someday. You never know. I am a mom, how hard it is to bring other people's kids. Like, we talked in length, and we kind of mended, not we kind of, we mended my relationship. Like, it just happened naturally, because I was no longer angry, I was no longer mad at her. We just mended our relationship. And at the end of the day, even as growing up, there are certain things she mentioned with her mouth over my life. So most of the things that, when I thought about them, I used to be angry. But right now, I have no reason to be angry, because at the end of the day, I have turned out good. God has been faithful to my life. Those people who thought that maybe we will not turn out good, those words maybe that were spoken over our lives that were negative, did not happen in my life. Because God had called me. God had chosen me. That was His purpose for my life. He had a bigger purpose than all those bitterness while growing up. The reason that He made us grow in a blended family, because He knew that He will use my story, He will use my experience to heal someone else. So at the end of the day, the Bible says, obey your parents. They are your second gods. This was this. A parent is a steward. So hata wewe kama umezaa mtoto wako, huo mtoto sio wako, huo mtoto ni wa Mungu. So God brought my mom into our lives to be a steward in our life. And the fact that we have grown to this place, we did not die, we did not get banned, she did not do anything wrong. It's just disciplining a child. But me, because I was not seeing as if I'm being disciplined, I get mad. She had done her job. She had done the job that God had given her. So far, so good. You see. So God, honest, not God, the Holy Spirit, yeah, he's also a part of the Trinity, convicted me about my relationship with my mom, and I always felt heavy. And last year, December, like, we reconciled, we talked, we had a long talk, like, we would call each other. I know she wouldn't even allow my younger sisters to come to my place. Honestly, I would even ask myself, I would even tell myself, or even just say it in, kwani mama anakataa kina Pauline wakuje kwangu, kwani anaona mimi ni bad influence, like nitawapea mimba nikiwa na diffusion, ama wakikuja kwangu watafanya nini? That is what I used to say. Like, what does my mom think? Like, maybe when my sister come to my place, they will get pregnant through osmosis. But that is the truth. That is how I used to talk. And at the end of the day, it was not a good point. It was not a good place in my life, because I keep telling people, I have seen it, when God comes into your heart and you just let Him to transform you, you just, like, you're like, do it, Lord. It will not be easy, it will not, but I am telling you, He melts your heart. He melts your heart to the point that you cannot even be angry at anyone. Like, unaweza kasirika, but see, the Bible says you can get angry but not sleep angry, because the Spirit of the Lord that resides within you cannot allow you to be angry at Him. So I mended my relationship with my mom. And in December, my daughter went to Shago. In April this year, she went to Shago. And then that's when I listened to someone in the video I said before that, I heard that the only way you can get a curse out of your mother's mouth or even your father's mouth is get a blessing. How do you get a blessing? You go visit them, mend your relationship with them. So that's why on August I started an initiative where me and my friends go visit our mom, just for them to bless us, because I think their words are important to us, and you need to reconcile with everyone that is in your life. So we made a relationship, and my daughter loves my my mom. Now she says, she even nipigia shosho simu, mimi nataka kuongea, and it melts my heart. Maybe you have your mom there, you wouldn't understand what it means for your kids to have grandmothers who are not there. Honestly, kukuwa na shosho yake na hakuangi hapo. Like honestly, even the grandma that I have named, like her grandma who I have named after her, I think Natalie hasn't seen her in almost 3 years now. But you see, it pains me, it pains my heart. It used to pain my heart for my daughter not to have a relationship with any of her grandmothers. So at least I had to mend the relationship, because this one is my personal, tunaambiango charity begins at home. You cannot mend another relationship huko nje kama hujamende kwako huko, because hizi kwa na shosho kama blood, shosho yangu like who is directed to me hana relationship naye. So we mended. So what I remember in August, we had gone to see, this one of the things that just melted my heart. You wouldn't get it, but me, it melted my heart to the point of tears. That we went, now my grandma, my real grandma, the one I'm named after, lives in Kamulu. So we had gone to see her on August 17th this year. So, and my daughter she was feeling unwell. She had tonsils, so she slept. And then I gave her paracetamol, and then she slept. And then after she slept, she woke up. My mom hadn't arrived yet, but when she woke up, like my daughter, the first thing she said, "Ako wapi shosho mama, mimi nataka kwenda kusalimia shosho." You have no idea how that meant for me. Like my daughter would just sit there and say she wants to go see my mom, like her grandma. And then she went, my mom took her, akamfunika, akampea food, akamfunika. Like that is what I always wanted, and it means the whole world to me. You have no idea what it means to grow up without a mom. You have no idea. If you're there, I am just speaking on my on my terms. If you have your own mom, you have no idea how it feels that sometimes I am here, I'm alone, and my mom is the only one who can understand me. So sometimes I will even want to talk to her about some stuff, but I can't talk to her because at the end of the day, that time we didn't have a relationship. But I am grateful to God. I am grateful to God that my daughter has someone she can call a grandma, because she's there. Unajua yuko, so say sema yuko. And I am grateful to God that the truth of the matter is, I have known if God will reconcile me with him, hakuna relationship kwa hii dunia enye hawezi reconcile. So if you're trusting God to reconcile you with your brother, with your siblings, with your mom or with your dad, be the first one, be the bigger person. Let God transform you, let God melt you with his love, because when he pours out his love on you, you will love your parents, you will love them with every bit. Bible ilisema obey your parents, ikasema uwapende. It does not matter whether they have been a witch or it does not matter. That is called obedience is better than sacrifice. You obey them, you love them, you take care of them, you be there for them, be a blessing to them. No matter they raised you how they knew right. Honestly, that is what they did. And I appreciate my mom. This video is for, I don't know if she'll ever get to see that, but I appreciate the fact that she tolerated us all these years. It's not easy to bring 3 children that are not your own. It is not easy to be a wife to someone who has 3 kids. I appreciate my mom, and I am grateful. I am grateful that we have a relationship, and I am grateful that God is going to heal our family, is going to do even bigger things, bigger things, because he has already started. Because guys, I tell you, when he begins something, he is faithful to finish it to the end. So I am at peace. By the way, right now in my life, I don't think I have a relationship like I have beef with anyone. I don't. And if you have beef with me, please nitafute. Mimi social media guru, wezi nikosa kila mahali. I'm always datifying your timeline with my truth and whatever it is. So if you feel, and if you have never unfriended me, or you have never unfollowed me, you still like my post and like my, meaning you listen to what I say. So if kama nimekwaza ukijua na kutojua, but the last 2 years sitani kuna mtu nimekwaza, unisamehe. I am asking for your forgiveness, for you to forgive me. Mimi mtu yote alishawahi nikwaza, nilimsamehea. I don't have issues, I don't have beef. I live my life to please God. I live my life also to be an example, a lifestyle of what Christ can do in your life. He transformed me, he can transform you. He mended my relationship with my mom. can mend your relationship with your mom, to your brother, your sister, everyone. Even your marriage, if that's what you want, if that's there in your life, he will do it for you. Things that don't seem that can never work ever again, they can work. I am a firm believer of that, because I am also trusting God for that. So guys, please, mend your relationship with your parents, mend your relationship with your siblings, because they are family, they are blood. Mend your relationship with everyone. It means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me. And if you're a bonus mom, penye uko sai, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. You guys are doing a good thing. Love those kids like they are your own, because nobody ever chooses to be a bonus mom, but God has given you that responsibility. So thumbs up. It's not easy being a bonus mom, it's not easy being a bonus dad, but if you're doing your best and you're doing it with every heart, give these people love. We are love deprived, and at the end of the day we have a different perspective. So show them a different perspective, and the only way you can try to give these kids a different perspective about being a bonus mom or a bonus dad is by loving them right. Thank you guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys for watching. May God bless you, may he keep you, may he reconcile you, may he restore you, may he bless you, may his blessings overflow over your life. And please obey God, because of guys, salvation is what is free. I'll say that salvation is what is free, but the rest of the things you have to take a step, you have to make a decision, a personal decision, to become a better person each and every day. I don't know what this time this video I will put it up, but guys, take care. God bless you. Jesus loves you.